Ready or not?
Here we go. He's the host of the Bringing Humanity Back into Business show.
And LinkedIn Jedi Knight.
I'm Chris Berryman, and I am drinking Coffee with Kyles.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, Chris, how do you take your coffee, man?
To be honest with you, black with a little sugar, and as long as it's sweet enough, I'm good to go.
In 2 words, what are you the most obsessed with in your professional career?
To be honest with you, helping others.
Helping others. And what capacity? Expand on that for us.
Well, to be honest with you, my mission and passion here on LinkedIn is to be able to bring humanity back into business and to show other people the selfless servant leadership principles and paradigms that can be able to help others to do that. And because I thoroughly believe success is bred by the people that you surround yourself with. So if I can be able to do that and have a hand in that, to be able to help others, because my frame of mind is, if I help you, you help me, then we help we.
Oh, I love that. Can you say that again? If I help you, then you help me, then we help we? Is that?
Absolutely. If I help you, you help me, then we help we.
I love it. So what is this Bringing Humanity Back into Business show? Can you tell us about that?
Well, I basically started on it with a friend of mine that's actually on LinkedIn called Jezreel White. He's my business partner. And it got me to thinking, that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to bring kind of mindset principles, things that people need to be looking out for, not only in business, but also in life, to say, hey, these are the best way forward to go to do things like this. So is it servant leadership? Is it ethics? Is it principles that's actually going to help others to become successful and that kind of thing? All those kind of things. And that's what I was truly wanting to do. So I occasionally been doing the 10-minute snippets on LinkedIn and everything like that. And that's what I've been doing. I really want to be able to help not only companies, but individual people to become greater and be a part of something bigger than themselves.
That's awesome, man. So real quick, in what way and how do you bring that to the business world? Like, what's your process and how you would get yourself into a opportunity to, bring humanity back?
Well, to be honest with you, I'd like to be able to get in front of companies, whoever will let us in, and say, hey, what is your downturn for your strategies? Are you not creating enough incentive of people to be working here? Is it on the front end, the back end, whatever the case may be? Because I thoroughly believe if we can start from the people who actually make it happen, the day-to-day employees and everything like that, and have everybody work on the same page, because I thoroughly believe it starts as a team that turns into a community, that turns into a movement. And if we can show companies the value into that, that's what I like to be able to do. Because I thoroughly believe it starts from one and it expands. And like I said, it's like anything else. Once you create that movement, it goes on its own momentum and it'll just go on its own. It's like its own machine.
Awesome, man. Well, speaking of movements, momentum, and expanding things, how about some caffeinated questions?
Absolutely. I'm there.
So, Chris, caffeinated questions, this or that, short, simple, sweet answers, no sideways, no both, no neither. Here we go. John Wayne or John Newton?
Wayne.
George Strait or Garth Brooks?
George Strait.
You are permanently transported either 500 years in the future or 500 years in the past. Which one? You can't go back.
500 years in the future.
If you had to be eaten alive by this, which one would you choose? A lion or a shark?
Get it over with. Get done with a shark. Get it done.
Live forever in the ocean or in space?
Oh, space.
Would you rather be a penguin or a peacock?
Penguin.
Jeez. Dude, that one threw me off, man. I have my question ready to go, and then that.
Hey, I guess I'm good that way. I don't know, guys. I had to come out with it.
All right. Do you have a this or that question for us? For me?
What makes you guys do what you do? Is it passion that drives you, or is it because you really are enjoying what you're doing each and every single day?
Passion and enjoying are the same thing.
Yeah.
But I'd say enjoy.
Yeah, and I'd say both. We said no neither and no both, but I'm
enjoy. I'll say enjoy. I'll say enjoy.
And I'll say passion.
You could have coffee with anybody that has ever lived, no longer living, not family. Who would that be? What would you talk about?
Well, for the person that would be no longer living with us, the one I like to be able to talk to and have a great conversation with would actually be Steve Jobs, because I thoroughly believe what he did on his small mom and pops kind of operation he started out with. He created that team that turned into that community, that turned into that movement that he really thought he can bring and add value not only to people, but also to the business world. And he really made his name onto that. And whatever he did and how he did, I would love to pick his brain about that and say, how did you do this? How are you able to get from the little desktop computer and call it the iMac to all this? I mean, there were so many things I could go with Steve Jobs, but like I said, what I've seen in his videos about bringing humanity back into his own business, the guy's phenomenal. I would love to have a conversation with him on everything that he's done. And when it comes to someone living, the one person
we didn't ask you that yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Double espresso shot.
Okay.
If you could have coffee with anybody who is living that we could connect you with right now that is not family related, who would that be and what would you talk about?
Oh, you just interviewed this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk, Mr. Gary V. The guy is phenomenal. I mean, he brings kindness to the LinkedIn. He is very humanizing. He's really just to the point. He just knows how to run not only his business, but also show the value about how you can be able to help others. He's got the same like-minded mindsets, goals, and everything like that. And I've been following him ever since I've been getting here on LinkedIn, and I would be just doing the same thing with him. I would be asking, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you get to the point that you get a group of people that's on your team that's like-minded, goal-driven, purpose-driven, and things of that nature that really want to be able to go above and beyond and make people feel like they're wanted and needed in something bigger than of themselves. And that's one of my biggest thing. It's like night and day. I mean, it's like, he's phenomenal.
Absolutely, man. Gary's a big inspiration to us, and we don't try to hide that. So the final drop, coffee's getting real low. Chris, stage is yours. Last piece of wisdom for the audience.
To be honest with you, is like I said, my passion and my mission here on LinkedIn is to tell people, how can I help you? And the one thing that I do that with, and when everyone comes to me here on LinkedIn and does an actual LinkedIn invitation and everything, the one thing I truly say to them is, how can I help you? And I tell them, thank you for reaching out and connecting with me on here on LinkedIn. But that's what I tell them. It's like, how can I help you guys do whatever it is? It's like with CoffeeWithKyles. You know, I'm here drinking a great cup of coffee with you guys because you're great entrepreneurs. Those are the people I want to be involved with and everything like that. Because like I said, it goes through the thing that I told you before. If I help you, you help me, then we help we.
Excellent, man. Give us a Florida Gators goodbye.
Oh, since someone in this room is a tide going person, and I won't say who it is, but as they say, it's chomp chomp, baby. And like I said, it's all. I knew it.
Roll Tide.
Oh yes. If only Papa Bear Bryant would be here right now. I see it now. That'd be another person I would like to talk to.
Both him and Nick Saban. But looks like coffee's running completely low.
Yes.